Do you have a sensory-seeking child? A child who just can't get enough of movement or actually finds that it calms them when they have a lot of sensory input? Well, then today this video is for you because I'm going to give you a gift-giving guide for 10 things that you can get your sensory-seeking kids this holiday season and beyond that will help them to relax and help to get all of that energy out. So let's get started. Before I jump into our 10 fun gifts that you can give your kids, if you're looking for additional tips on helping your sensory kids, whether they're seeking or maybe whether they're sensory avoiding, I actually am coming out with some exclusive content in my community at Made to Homeschool in the month of December that you can access and learn more about this important topic. It's going to be really fun and I can't wait to share more with you guys about it. Made to Homeschool is my community that is running a Black Friday sale all month long where you can get this already affordable community at one of the best prices that you're going to find all year. So I'll leave links down for all of that below. But without further ado, let's jump into the gifts. First up is one of my kids' favorites, and that is the sensory swing. We actually got this sensory swing from Outtree. This is a company that offers a lot of sensory options for your kids, and this is one that my kids love both indoors and outdoors. We currently have our sensory swing outside just hanging on our swing set, and I love the fact that it can work for indoor or outdoor use. But when my kids were little, we actually had one attached indoors that they could use as well, and hopefully we'll be able to do that soon. The sensory swing just really helps to provide that kind of cocoon-like feel and helps to improve balance and physical awareness. It really helps to self-soothe the child as well as the actual swinging motion and helps when your child is maybe feeling a little dysregulated. Something newer to our family is Outtree actually offers a weighted vest. Now this weighted vest is something that your child can easily wear on top of their clothes or under their clothes and is customizable. You see, the weighted vest gives that same pressure that a weighted blanket or other items might give, but is something mobile that they can wear around constantly. It comes with different little weight pockets and pouches so that you can adjust the weight to be the right size and pressure for your child. The absolute favorite in our home is the wobble board. This is a board that you can easily incorporate into your home and even into your homeschool lessons as your child gets the opportunity to wobble back and forth and integrate motion into learning. I will do this a lot of times. My child will be on the wobble board while I'm doing read alouds, or I'll even do things like giving them their spelling words and having them spell out loud while they're on that wobble board. It's really been a great addition to our family. Probably one of our all-time favorite gifts was the body sock. Back when my oldest son, who's on the spectrum, was only 3 or 4 years old, he lived in a body sock. This is such a fun thing, and it comes in different sizes depending on the size of your child, but your child is able to kind of wrap up in this, and again, fairly mobile. You can just wad it up and throw it in a backpack or in your bag, but it kind of helps your child to feel safe. They can block out the sensory input of noises or light or lots of people and just kind of get that safe, secure feeling. They also enjoy all of the stretching and movement that you can have and provides fun opportunities for imaginative play. Expect your kids to try and see how fast they can hop around the house in this or what ways they can act like a scary monster. There are just lots of opportunities for fun and calm with this toy. Jumping off our weighted vest that I mentioned earlier, another great gift is a weighted blanket or a weighted lap pad. Now, both of these items can help produce that calm, can increase their ability to sleep well, which is going to help with behaviors overall. I will say it's important that you make sure you get the right weight for your child. I'll leave a link down below that kind of gives you a guideline of making sure you have the right weight for their age and for their weight, because you want just enough pressure to calm, but obviously not too much pressure. A great tool that you might already have laying around your house is beanbag chairs. Beanbag chairs are something that can be really fun and good for your kids. They're able to run and crash into them. They're able to climb over them. It gives them that opportunity where they can usually fold it sort of around them in that cocoon-like motion as well. But beanbag chairs is something that's great to incorporate into your homeschool, whether that's their special space for reading, whether you have sort of a calm down corner for when life gets a little overwhelming, or just for fun. Number 7 would have to be mini trampolines. Now, I am I'm slightly favorable to the mini trampolines with the handlebar, especially if you're talking about for younger kids, because they're able to jump on it but have a little bit more control with that handlebar. If you're talking about for older kids though, you could definitely get just one of the exercise mini trampolines, especially with the holidays coming around and those New Year's new resolutions. A lot of times you can find them on sale or at a discount. These are great to incorporate into your homeschool again while your child is listening to you read, or while they're listening to maybe an audiobook, they can be jumping and getting that movement in. It's a great way to kind of burn some energy indoors, maybe during the seasons when it's not so easy to go outdoors. If you have fairly active boys, although girls can love this too, punching bags is something worth investing in. So when my kids were little, we had those little fun inflatable ones that you'd punch and it like bounced back up. And those are great, but they oftentimes get broken. So we ultimately invested in a real punching bag, and then we just stuffed it full of blankets that we had around the house. And that was sort of our storage for our emergency blankets, or like blankets when company would come over. And we got that and hung it up in our garage, and our boys just went to town. Getting that physical movement in, getting that exertion out helped them so much. So they would actually do that in the morning before they even jumped into their schoolwork, and it kind of helped reset them and get them at a point where they were ready to focus. For smaller items, of course, we love Fidgets, and those make great stocking stuffers. Our current favorite right now is the Neo-Dough Cube. This is something that you can squish and move around. It's easy to kind of throw in your bag or have in your pocket, and my kids love the fact that it changes consistency but has never broken. My kids put Fidgets through the ringer, so I usually can tell if they last well or not. I do have some additional Fidgets in my Amazon storefront, which I'll link down below, that are some of our favorites that are tried and true and hold up pretty well. And our 10th gift that you might consider is a squish seat. We have one of these at our dining room table, and it's literally fought over every single year, so I really should probably invest in another one or two. But for some of my kids, they like that idea of the rocking or the movement, especially when they're doing their school, but also when they're eating, or just when they want to work on artwork. This is something that allows them that extra movement, but is not as volatile as one of the big exercise balls, which can easily roll off or they can fall. It's just enough inflation there, and it offers two different sensory sides. One is almost more spiky than the other. I personally don't like sitting on the spiky side, but my kids who have more sensory seeking desires really enjoy that. They find it to be more comfortable and more engaging. So lots of different options out there. I'm going to leave links down to all of this below, as well as to Outtree, because they have so many amazing different things beyond what I've just talked about. If you are looking for more gift ideas, be sure to check out this video here about what I got my kids for Christmas.